Yo, sup geeks, welcome back to the channel, and if you're here for the first time, welcome. You know what the actual scary thing is? That a year has passed already. Where did the time go? Anyway, it's time to make a spooky doll. But you know what's better than a spooky doll? A bunch of them. And that's what we'll bring you today, a spooktacular collab. Thank you so much to Kiddo's Workshop for hosting the collab this year. And don't forget to also enjoy the dolls of Kiddo's Workshop, Hextian, Jackie O, Moonlight Jewel, Enchanterium, Balkitty's World, Doll Fairy, Harley Crafts, His Name is Akin, Harley's Dollhouse, and Dolly Pop. The links to all these channels will be linked down below on the description box. The character I chose to make is a ghostly vampire from a classic film I adore, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Her name is Lucy Westenra, and I chose this character because this scene is one of my favorite movie scenes in cinema history. Also, her outfit, what can I say? I mean, you can't come back from the grave and torment the living ones if you ain't gorgeous, right? Just look at her, so beautiful. So, talking about Drop Dead Gorgeous, we are going to use Dracula for this project, cause I think that using her is going to be literally a sin. This doll is special because she's not authentic. She belongs to a knockoff doll I got back in the day when Monster High was still discontinued and missing from the shelves. But these dolls are really high quality. For a knockoff, I mean she could basically pass for the real thing. Also, she's way more pale than the regular Dracula. I mean, not so pink. So yeah, let's turn her into that undead goddess. But first, I'm gonna make a small color correction because the factory paint stained her face. So this time I'm gonna switch and I'm gonna start with the outfit instead of the repaint. Off camera, I saw this pretty princess-like dress. Actually, my sewing machine had technical issues and I had to sew all this by hand. Believe me, washing me hand sewing all this would have been so boring. Come on, it's just a basic pretty dress. I also made the front piece she has on her outfit. It's like a front panel, I think. I used the same fabric that I used for the dress. I'm also using the same satin fabric for the... It's not like a wig cap, it's more like a base for that weird hair dress she has. Very extravagant, very over the top. It's a little bit ugly on the top part, but I'm gonna fix that later, covering up with lace trims. And talking about lace trims, I'm going to gather all the white embroidery, lace, trims that I have gathered all over the years to embellish and elevate the look of this dress and make it more accurate to the movie. Eiko Isioka was the artist in charge of designing the outfits for this movie, and she made an outstanding, otherworldly job. She took inspiration from the paintings of Gustav Klimt, a favorite of mine, as you can clearly see in the original sketch of this outfit I'm making today. Sadly, I cannot replicate 100% with accuracy what she did, but I can emulate the same effect of all these geometrical decorations on the front panel, and I'm going to glue different pieces of embroidery trims to recreate the same effect. In those outfits, it's always about the illusion. Once done, I'm really happy that I took this decision because it looks simply amazing. It adds texture with at this doll scale is really important, especially being a monochromatic doll. And also all the glue added stiffness to the front panel as it is in the movie. So it's time to decorate the dress itself. And for that, I'm going to use little pieces of this embroidery tool trim and I'm gonna sew them here and there. Well, not here and there, more likely like in the collar and the sleeves, as you'll see later, because I don't want to overdo it. I don't want the dress to be competing with the front panel. But it is simply amazing how trims and embroidery can elevate doll clothes. After that, I'm gonna do exactly the same thing on the base for the headdress. Okay, this is looking so much better right now. Like, I'm really feeling this is going in the right direction. For the iconic gigantic neck ruff, I was able to get this lace trim that it was perfect in scale for it. Also, the design was just too perfect for it. So I just gathered it and made the neck piece. It was really easy. And once I tried on the doll, I was shook because, oh my gosh, it really makes a difference. It's looking so good. Moving on to the headdress, I grab a wire and I wrap it using white ribbon, just because I didn't want the wire peeking through the headdress. That for me would have killed the illusion. Then, using a piece of organza, I cut all the shapes. Then, using a lighter, I seal all the edges because organza is really prone to fraying. Just be careful because you can easily destroy what you did if you don't have enough practice. Then, I gathered the piece of organza and I'm going to glue it to the wire previously wrapped in white ribbon using E6000. In the end, I'm just going to bend the wire according to the shape of the original headdress, which is kind of asymmetrical. So I was being really careful because I really wanted to look like in the movie. And finally, I just attached the wire to the base of the headdress, using a little bit of glue and a little bit of some stitches here and there. And I'm really speechless because she's looking exactly like she does in the movie. Oh my gosh, I'm really so happy right now. Okay, so moving up to the face-up. And I had since the very beginning a clear vision of what I wanted. I am a huge fan of the new Skullector Monster High line. You all should know what I'm talking about. It's this new collectible line that is bringing to life in Monster High form monsters and characters from the classic horror movies. And since this is a character from a classic horror movie, I wanted her to look like she actually belongs to that line. So I tried kind of to recreate this type of factory face-up, but not completely like, you know, cold factory paint. I still want to add a little bit of my own style to it, but you know, I still wanted that feeling that she will be the next Skullector doll to be released. Let me live that fantasy. I have to say that I'm not a huge fan of horror movies in general. It's not like my favorite movie genre, but I enjoy some of them, especially the classic ones. And this movie is one hell of a classic. It's so good. It really has a cast full of stars. We have a really young Winona Ryder, we have Anthony Hopkins, we have a really young Keanu Reeves, we have Gary Oldman, really good. Also, the movie is so well written because they actually based the whole script in the original novel written by Bram Stoker. That's why the movie is called Bram Stoker's Dracula. Also because the old movie, the black and white one, reserved the rights to have a movie named just Dracula. So they had to change the name to Bram Stoker's Dracula as well. And of course, how could I forget the director is no other than Francis Ford Coppola, a genius. On the visuals, what can I say? This movie is high art. So if you're into this kind of movies, like, pretentiously artistic movies, this is for you because it delivers. It is really high art. So why not give it a try? If you haven't seen this movie, do it. Come on. It's the story of Dracula. We're in the perfect season to watch it. And if you already watched it, just let me know in the comments what you think about it. It would be cool. You know what? It really intrigues me when character designers go on a complete opposite direction to what it is expected from a character. Like in this case, a vampire, media constantly repeat of this idea that, oh, I'm a vampire, I wear black clothes, I am very gothic, I am dark. This time, this designer, she did so an amazing job because the outfit is so white, so pure. It completely looks like an angel, but at the same time, this angel has so much evil inside her. So yes, there should be more stuff like this. And we're done with the face up, and I'm really happy. I really think I achieved what I was going for. So now we have everything ready. We have the doll itself, we have the dress, we have the front panel, the neck ruff, the headdress. Also off camera I made this cape. I use a very sheer fabric. It's very, I don't know how to describe it, it's very soft and ethereal. And for the shoes, I had these shoes that came with the knockoff doll, so they were perfect for this outfit. So now let's dress her up. And now we're done. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, this is a collab. Enjoy not only this one, but all the other dolls. Go to their channels, enjoy their videos, enjoy this Halloween season, be spooky. We worked really hard for this. Thank you so much if you make it to here. I really appreciate the fact that you enjoyed the whole video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Like this video, drop your comment. I always try to read all of them and I always try to reply all of them as well. I have really good projects coming up. See you on my next video. Bye. Oh, happy Halloween!